Hello children, today we are going to start with a new chapter. After completing your conditional and iterative statements, let's move on to something, crazy, I can say. It's called list in Python. List, as the name indicates, you might have understood, it's going to store a list of values. Yeah. There is a specific difference between your variable and list. Okay. So we will see that first part and then we will categorize and compare. It's going to be a small or what we call not so lengthy video because I am not going to go to the depth of list in the first video itself. Let's get accustomed with the kind of topics first and then we will move on. So I have done and kept something first. See, don't look into anything else, just look into the first section. That means this part you don't look for the time being, only that. I given list equal to one square bracket. Now understand, if I had given like this, list equal to 0 or whatever it is, list equal to this, then that becomes a variable. Variable can store only one value at a time. That you already might have understood. I keep on iterating one by one, like the last video which you saw where you input the age for a period of time. There also at a time only one age can be inputted. Correct? But here, if I remove that code, so 0 instead of integer or this one, and I put a square bracket, now Python interpreter will understand that variable which we thought as giving a variable name list is now changed to a list. I can even give list here directly, but that being a function, you can see in the next line there is something like that. I don't want you to get confused, so I gave the name of the list as list. Next one, L1 equal to list. That also creates the same way. It creates an empty list. Just like in variable, in order to create an empty variable, if it is an integer, we give a variable equal to 0. If it is a string, we will give that variable name equal to that code, single quotes or double quotes to initialize the value. Here the empty list creation starts like this way. List equal to the square bracket does the same thing as the next statement, that is L1 equal to list. As you might have already guessed, list is a function like your print. Both the cases, if I run the program, you will get a square bracket. Let's just comment the other things which I have done and kept here, which you will see just as soon as this is over. What is it? Okay, don't worry. Yeah, I'm going to just run this. So you are going to create an empty list. You will see square bracket as I told. Two square bracket, one for list, one for L1. Two lists are created with the name list and L1 respectively, the first one. But it is not always an empty list which we want to create, isn't it? We already said that list can store homogeneous kind of values or heterogeneous kind of values in a sequence. Heterogeneous means mixed, decimal, integer, string, all kind. Homogeneous means same kind, which we are going to see in the next. So when I come here and pull up what I have written and kept here, you can see I have created a set of lists here. The first list which you can see is a homogeneous kind of a list name, where I have given Avi, Bala, Save, Minu, Sam. The names as a sequence. Each of these values are stored in the list called as name. But individual values can be extracted. But if I just now type or print name, the entire values will come in that square bracket. Same way, the next one is age, which is also a list because I have found or I have put a square bracket and a range of values are inputted there. So just now what we did with our age inputting can be actually reconsidered to this style afterwards when you learn list in a full-fledged manner. So you have print name and print age. Coming to the next list, what you see is the details. That's the list name where I have stored details of anything. Employee 1, Anita, 45, 167. See, you might have just guessed it's a grade details. And if I print, that will also come in the square bracket. So in some books, I don't know which book, it is given as its list can store only homogeneous, but it's wrong. List can store both, which you can just now see. And if you run this now, See, the first two again came. Avi, Bala, Say, Minu came in the square bracket again because it's a list. 15, 12, 14, 14, 15 came again in a square bracket because it's another list. And 1 Anida 45 of common 0.67C also came in another square bracket because that is also another list. So this is fixed values given in the list. Fixed values means I am creating a list inside my program then and there. The values need to be known earlier, but that's not the case now. What if I want to input the age just like I inputted the age in the previous one, but not in a variable, in a list? It is I want to store that for a continuous long period of time. Then the whole thing or the style should change. We should not be giving the values here. We should be inputting, which I will show you. But before that, how to print the individual values from this list? All right, let's keep space in between, and then I have here print name. I'm going to show you a new set or new style of individual extraction from this range, where if I write name of 0, that indicates the first value inside the list, that is Avi. The counting normally in maths, it starts from 1, isn't it? But in programming languages, the counting starts from 0. So the first name is identified in the 0th location. Bala is identified in the 1st location. Zev, whatever I have given, is identified in the 2nd location. Minu is identified in the 3rd location, and Sam is identified in the 4th location. So starting with 0 to the original limit -1 is how you have to extract. And see the way I have given name of 0. Let me close the bracket before I do anything else. I am going to put other things in code so that you won't get confused. The first thing, of course, even this can be commented so that only what is required will be printed. I don't want you to just yeah. So this is going to just show you name where everything Avi, Bala, Save, Minu, Sam will come, and name of 0 will show you Avi only. Alright, but the difference is Avi is not that second Avi, that is not in the that square bracket because it is just given like this way. Let me just put a space there so that you will understand, because I'm going to show you more. Alright, what if I'm writing the next one separately? Okay, name of 3. Can you guess? You can check like this. This is a 0, this is a 1st location, 2, then 3. So if I am giving name of 3, it should print Minu. See, Avi Minu, space, nothing is given. If I want, I can give end equal to slash or slash t or whatever you want. So what will happen now? Of course, my slash was wrong. My mistake. Space is there. Understood? No. So Avi Minu, at the end space is coming. So it depends upon what you want, you can give there. So I can even put a star just to show you. Okay, see at the end a star key. Fine. So that's up to you how you wanted to print in one line. I can continue this by putting next line. Let me just go for the age this time. Let's keep our age intact and let's print spacing here, and then if I write print age of say 1 or 2, what will be the answer? It is your age 15, 12, 14, 14, 15. 0th location you have 15, 1st location you have 12, 2nd location you have 14. So the answer will be, of course, I have to close my bracket, which I didn't do. I have a opening this one. Either I should remove it or I should close it properly. I can't just give it like that. It's fair. Okay, and here it is. Avi Minu 14, 15, 12, 14, 14. 14 came extracted and then the details were printed. See? Now, this is basically how to show your values exclusively. Now, what if I'm writing a for loop in order to print the other one? Without for loop also you can do it, okay? I'm just showing you how to, this is how you do it now. For print details, you'll see the entire values. You already saw the entire values are coming. But if I wanted to use your for loop, can I do? Answer is yes, of course you can do. Alright, let's try. Alright, any number, okay, value val in details. This time it's going to go show you the vals. So this time if I write print val instead of putting details, you saw how it came. Earlier it came like this way. You see the change. When details were printed, print details you gave, it came this way. And when I extracted that using a for loop, it came one by one because it's a way it's given. You are extracting the values inside the list called as details into a variable called as val, and it is printed one by one by one. So you can actually print that as a list or as separated without the style of a list. List always contains a square bracket. Now the last part of it. So what did you learn now? You just learn what is a list. What is a list? List is a specific data type in Python which can store a sequence of homogeneous or heterogeneous values, which is always indicated, or it is always indicated with a square bracket. That's a definition. So definition is ready in your hand. You can repeatedly say before I ask you. Now what I'm going to show you is how to input the value from the user. Till now you were just assigning the values. I assign Abhi Bala same into name. I assign 15, 12, 14, 14 into age, and I already assigned details. Okay, some. But what if I don't want this? So let's take a new file, because if I do it here it will be difficult for you. So file, new, inputting. Okay, so my list should be ready. So just say my list is emp. Creating the empty list, two styles are there. Any style you can use, emp equal to this way, or that emp equal to list function. Whichever way, empty list has to be created and kept first. Alright, let's say how many employees you want. So you ask the range, in the input, enter the range of employees. Let's just write it properly. Employee. Make it short. I'm making it short. Alright. Range is inputted. Let's start my for loop. For val in range. Okay. 1 to the range is given plus 1. I think this range being a keyword won't work, so I'm not going to take a chance. If you want, you can try. I'm going to give that 1e without 1e, so this is how it comes. So my range is fixed. How many I have fixed, I don't know how many will go to this emp list. Now what I'm going to do is, I already has val there, isn't it? So val is going to continue for a period of time. Let's input a value. So you will say enter equal to input, enter the name, whatever values you want to enter the name, enter the details, so whatever you want to enter you can enter. So enter, and that should be stored to emp. So we have, I'll show you. I'll just put a dot and wait here. Emp dot, a set of functions should come. If it is not coming, we have to write it by ourselves. Depends on my machine's version. Okay, it takes a long time. So since we have to finish, we are going to write emp enter. What is enter? The value which I inputted. What is val? Val is the range, number of times the loop should iterate. Now this append is a function which will help us to input or add a set of values into the list continuously, and after my a for loop. If I print emp and if I am right, I am supposed to get the answer properly. So minus list, I already have a list there, so list 2. I put an extra bracket there, so invalid syntax came. So enter the, I'll just close this, okay, to show you properly. Yes. Enter the range of employees. So I need 6 people's names there. Okay, the name is entered. So okay, Sammy, then Joel, okay, Minnu, okay, Aruna, Payal, and then you have say Jasmine. So what is happening? The Sam, Joel, Minnu was actually entered with the help of this range, which you entered as 6, and I had given this way input enter the name. That repeated how many times? 6 times. And each time when you are entering a value into the variable enter, that was appended. There's a function, ready-made function called as append for the list. Then list is here emp. So emp dot append bracket, you receive the value from the ender. That will keep on adding the values into emp. So that's why when you printed emp, you got the entire set of values at a time. Otherwise you would not have got. What if I press what if I type here print 1 minute, print enter, what will be coming in enter? The last value which you entered. Let's try once again. Okay, enter the range of emp. I am going to enter 5 here. So enter the name this time, something. This is trial only, no? See, first one, emp contains everything and enter contains the last value which I entered. YU. So that's your list introduction. Let's wind up. Go through this video carefully. Everything matters here because even the base is very important. In the next video, we'll be coming up with the new functions. You just only have one function got introduced under list, that is append. New functions from list will come, and how to do programs with the list. Okay, same kind of questions with list. What you did with variable will be changed to list. So that's it. So thank you. Let's wind up.